I was born in the city of Tus, the second city of Khorasan, after Nishapur, in the year 450 A. Even as a child, I was drawn to learning. I began with the study of jurisprudence, fiqh, and the fundamentals of the religious sciences. I memorized, I questioned, I reflected, and I felt the hunger for knowledge that never left me. I traveled to Nishapur, seeking the guidance of Imam al-Haramain al-Juwayni. Under his tutelage, I devoted myself to rigorous study. I strove earnestly, with perseverance and sincerity. By God's grace, I graduated after a remarkably brief period. Yet I was not content with mere graduation. I emerged among my peers as someone discerning, attentive, and diligent. I began teaching and guiding students, even while my teacher lived. I authored works, small at first, yet filled with the striving of my heart. My teacher praised me openly and held my closeness in high regard. This early recognition humbled me, and yet it inspired me to pursue further excellence. My early career. After my time in Nishapur, I entered the assembly of Nizam al-Mulk, the vizier. There, I devoted myself to scholarship and debate, and I attained a position of prominence due to my understanding and clarity of argument. The assembly gathered scholars of renown, those who had dedicated their lives to the pursuit of knowledge. It was a place where I could test myself, refine my reasoning, and demonstrate the depth of my learning. Through debates and discussions, I gained recognition, and my reputation began to spread beyond Nishapur. Nizam al-Mulk then appointed me to teach at the famous Al-Nizamiya in Baghdad. There, my lectures and debates were well received. I became known as the Imam of Iraq, having already been recognized as the Imam of Khorasan. Even princes, viziers, and men of high status regarded my scholarship and sought my guidance. Yet, amid these honors, I began to contemplate the impermanence of worldly rank and recognition. I realized that fame, wealth, and influence could never satisfy the longing of the soul. All worldly accomplishments are fleeting, and they cannot bring peace to the heart. Turning away from worldly life, I left Baghdad despite my high rank. I sought a life devoted to God, to the cultivation of my soul, and to sincere reflection. I traveled to Damascus, residing there briefly, and then journeyed to Jerusalem. It was in Jerusalem that I began composing my monumental work, Aya Ulum al-Din, the revival of religious sciences. At the same